Hello everyone and welcome on this new late week analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Stella speaking. So of course I was not able to post any midweek analysis due to the news that we had yesterday and before yesterday. Of course yesterday was a big day for the dollar because the federal meetings happened and they were actually supposed to increase the interest rates, but they actually have kept it the same. As you can see right here, the news actually hit the market yesterday. The federal just leaves the rates unchanged from 5.25%, and that of course has caused the dollar to rise. And based on that, I was not actually able at all to post any midweek analysis because it was just going to be insane to post the analysis during these days. However, today is going to be different, but however we are still today having a high impact in news, the core retail sales for the dollar. So again guys, the signals that you are about to receive right now might actually be affected by this news. So I highly advise everyone to actually avoid trading the dollar during this news. Preferably if you close your positions before the news hit the market, and then after the news passes you can reopen your positions if you are willing to continue swing trades. But in my opinion, avoid trading at all during this time at 4:30 p.m. Dubai time, 12:30 p.m. GMT time. And of course, as we can see, the signals which I have sent from the last weekly analysis video are going so well. EURUSD going in the right direction, actually hit the take profit level, but sadly hasn't been triggered. Same goes to the pound USD. Pound USD actually failed, but as you can see, in general it went in the right direction. AUDUSD also went in the right direction. USDCAD has been activated, went in total of 92 pips of profit, and now reverses back currently in 15 pips. USDJPY was a great signal. It has been activated already and hit the take profit level, making more than 132 pips of profit free of charge on YouTube. I hope you guys have taken this signal and enjoyed this profits. USDCHF right now is actually activated, running in 20 pips of profit. The gold of course has failed due again to the news. It was actually going in the right direction. The gold actually has been activated already and went in total of 190 pips of profit. So again, the news guys plays high role, big important role in the news, and you can of course follow the news from forexfactory.com. And even by the way, my deal of the day, the EURUSD is already activated and right now running in profit, but I have already informed everyone yesterday to close it in 3 pips of loss. Let me just show you. So here is of course the free group of Telegram, and that's the reason I'm advising everybody to join the group to receive these updates, because yesterday the bearish movement was really strong on the EURUSD, and therefore I have informed everyone to close it right now with 3 pips of loss only. That's really small. The market seems strong bearish. Kindly wait tonight for the new late week analysis video. So that's the reason I'm posting the video right now. So I highly advise everyone to join the group right here. It's a free of charge guys. Join it to receive the updates about the deal of the day and the late week analysis. So without further ado, let's now begin with the late week analysis, and let's now begin with the EURUSD. So as you can see, first of all, we have to get rid of the old signal for buying the EURUSD, because the market has already reached right here the highest level of a resistance, which was our target originally. This level of a resistance right here, which by the way was also Fibonacci 38.2 if I'm not mistaken, exactly 38.2 right here. So that was our target, and from now on we have to consider selling the EURUSD. As you can see, the bearish movement now has begun, and that level of a resistance at 1.08291 has been respected. Now if we look carefully at the 4-hour time frame, we can notice right here, my friends, that we already had a support trend line, and as we can see, the market has already made the actual bearish breakout from that support trend line, and the retest has already begun also. Therefore we have to expect actually from the gold to continue the fall to reach at least the lowest level of the support right here at 1.06925. Now by looking also back to the daily chart, what we can see right here is of course a support level. As we can see right here, exactly That was, of course, the lowest level of a strong key support at 1.07454, which means we have already identified our target. The Euro USD will continue the fall till it reach the nearest level to the nearest real level of a support to the entry, and as you can see, it was indeed a real level of a support and also a resistance as well. So that being said, let's consider now selling the Euro USD. Moving now to the 1 hour time frame. Now on the 1 hour time frame, if I scroll to the left side right here, we can notice that the market has indeed respected that level of a resistance exactly right there at 1.08294. That level was, of course, the nearest real level of a strong resistance. And as you can see, the market has just made the actual bearish breakout from that level. The market has actually tricked us right here. We thought that this is going to be a new support, and of course, due to the news, the market just kept falling, and as you can see, the market is no longer respecting that level of a previous support. So that being said, most likely, guys, the Euro USD will continue the fall. Even, by the way, if I go to the 4 hour time frame and we apply the the resistance trend line, check this out. So right here, what we have in general, a real level of a resistance trend line, another real level of a resistance trend line, then another fake breakout finally. Now, most likely, upon the pressure from the current support right here at 1.07950, the market is going to make a pullback and reach again the highest level of the resistance. That's, guys, where we want to actually start selling the Euro USD. And the target, as we have advised earlier, is gonna be right here exactly at the nearest level of a real support at 1.07100. That being said, actually, our take profit level is gonna be approximately 88 pips of profit, hopefully. Meanwhile, the safe zone should not be ranging higher than this level of a fake breakout at 1.06745, which means the safe zone will be ranging for 46 pips against 88 pips of profit. Moving now to the pound USD. Alright, so the pound USD also has reversed and hit the take profit level, but let's see now what we can expect next from this pair. Let's now move to the daily chart. The daily chart shows us, my friends, that the pound USD has indeed reached the highest level of the resistance at 1.26586, and seems like the market now is getting ready for the bearish fall. Check this out. This was, of course, the highest level of the resistance. Therefore, we can actually expect from the pound USD to continue the fall till it reach actually the lowest level of a real support, also at 1.25079. And by the way, that is also Fibonacci 50. So that's going to be our target. Actually, we can make it 61.8 because actually I'm not expecting actually from the market to fall below 61.8 without resisting on that level and retesting multiple retests and some neutral movements before finally we reach 50. Therefore, our take profit level is gonna be at 61.8 after another 92 pips. So that being said, let's now look at the highest level of the resistance, and as we can see, we need to just highlight the real level of the resistance on that level. Let's just check at the left side the real level of the resistance exactly right there, so we can actually identify our entry point. Check this out, right there exactly, my friends. We had also the real level of the resistance at 1.26447. As you can see, it was a real level right here. Then we had numbers of fake breakouts. However, the market has always been respecting that level of a resistance. So as we can see right here, if we scroll to the left, we can notice that the market is indeed about to respect that level of the previous resistance after it makes a pullback for another 14 pips. Also, remarkably, we're having here also a support trend line, and check this out. If the market is going to make a pullback, as I have said earlier, and retest that level, it's going to be also retesting the broken level of a support trend line. Therefore, that's going to be a trusted level, and we can safely sell the pound USD from that point. Another way to confirm this, and by the way, guys, what I'm using here is called the magic of trend lines. And by the way, that's a video on my channel. You can look it up. I just made 2 videos about this section, said the magic of trend lines part 1 and part 2. You can refer to that video to understand what the heck am I doing right now. So as you can see, all I'm doing is simply draw that resistance trend line from any point to any point, and as you can see, the market has always been respecting the same levels repeatedly over and over. Now, as you can see, if I place that level right here, we can notice, oops, we can notice right here also that we had a broken level of a support trend line. So if the pound USD is going to make a pullback, it's going to first of all retesting the broken level of a support trend line, plus it's going to be also respecting the previous level of a support trend line to create a new resistance trend line. So all of that together actually confirms to us that we can sell the pound USD exactly from that level, and the take profit level will be placed just right there at the nearest strong key support level to our entry, which was of course a key resistance. So that being said, the sell order is going to be opened right here, and the safe zone will be right here just at the peak of the highest level of the resistance. That means our take profit level will be 105 pips of profit against 57 pips of a safe zone. Moving now to the AUDUSD. Alright, so let's see what else we can do here. Most likely we're going to sell this pair because the market, of course, guys, has reached the highest level of the resistance, as we can see right here also, exactly at the bracket of 0.68060. So meaning the AUDUSD is indeed getting ready for the fall as well. Buying it right now is going to be like gambling, because we are not sure if the market will respect that level of resistance. But however, due to the federal news, I'm expecting from the dollar to keep rising and keep its position. Therefore, I'm going to sell the Australian dollar against the dollar. So let's now go back to the 4-hour time frame, and actually let me just tell you that this is going to be the safest level to start selling the AUDUSD. First of all, it was the nearest real level of the resistance to that fake breakout, as we can see right here. And also, if we check the Fibonacci, it's going to be 61.8 exactly there. And that's going to happen shortly, actually, after the market rise for another 17 pips only. I don't expect from the AUDUSD any further analysis. I mean, look at that. I mean, this is indeed the highest level of the resistance. It was also a strong key support level. Therefore, I think it's going to be a trusted level to start selling the AUDUSD from that point. Applying the magic of trend lines as well, I'm going to draw the support trend line from this lower low to this higher low, and just simply apply the same line right here. And as we can see exactly, check this out. Right there exactly. So right here we had a previous resistance trend line. It was a support trend line, a resistance trend line as well. And therefore we can now expect from the market to respect the same level of a resistance trend line and then continue the fall. Sorry about that. Anyway, if we do that, let me just go back to the daily chart to identify our take profit levels. If we do that, our take profit level most likely is going to be right here at the lowest level of a real support, exactly at 0.67069, which means we can actually expect to make 98 pips profit from the signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much higher than the peak of the resistance at 0.68578, which means the safe zone ranging for 53 pips against 98 pips of profit. And moving now to the USDCAD. Now regarding USDCAD, the sell signal is indeed working, but however I want to cancel this one because it's no longer good to sell the USDCAD. Let me just delete the old signal. Let me just tell you why, because actually, my friends, that level of a strong real level of a support has indeed been respected, as we can see right here. So that was originally our take profit level. So as we can see, the market has respected that level of a support, and right now it's rising, also due to the federal news. So therefore, let's now consider buying the USDCAD. Moving now back to the 4-hour time frame, I would highly recommend everyone to wait for the perfect moment to start buying this pair by waiting for the market to reach the lowest level of a support right there exactly at 1.31196. As we see, if we scroll to the left side also, this was indeed, my friends, the strongest real level of the support. Each time the market reached that level, it has indeed respected it without any fake breakouts at all, which is really rare in the market. Yes, not a single fake breakout we can see right here, except of course for the last one, which has happened due to the news, and therefore waiting for the USDCAD to fall all the way for 26 pips to reach that level of the support is gonna be like a golden entry. So hopefully we can actually catch it. Now we can continue buying this market. If we look at the support, at the resistance trend line right here, as we can see, this was of course the real level of a resistance trend line. So waiting for the USDCAD to reach that level, and then we can keep buying the market until it reached actually the highest level of a real resistance, as we can see right here at 1.34236. This was, my friends, a previous support. We had a fake breakout right here. Then the real level of a resistance has begun exactly right there. So that's gonna be our take profit level, which means we can actually expect to make 104 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much lower than the lowest level of a support at 1.32693, which means our safe zone gonna be ranging for 50 pips against 105 pips of profits. And let's now move to the USDJPY. I'm so happy about this signal, guys. It really hit the take profit level finally after reversing back to the entry. However, it has made 132 pips of profit. Let me know please in the comments if you guys took this signal and have made decent profits with this one. And by the way, just a reminder to kindly hit the like button and please subscribe to this channel. Now back to the USDJPY. Now, as you can see right here, the USDJPY has actually made here a strong bullish breakout from that long-term channel based on the 4-hour time frame, and as we can see, the market now is just kept rising. Now most likely the market might actually make a pullback upon the pressure from that resistance, and there we can start buying the USDJPY again. I'm not expecting from it to fall all the way right here to retest the broken level, but however it actually might reach the previous level of a support right here. As we can see, this was, of course, the nearest level of a support trend line, which has also become a resistance trend line, and therefore I'm actually expecting from the USDJPY to respect the same level of a support trend line, and afterwards is gonna continue the rise. So let's now move to the daily chart to understand exactly, or where exactly we can start buying this pair. By looking at the left side, we can notice here a very strong real level of a resistance. Sorry, a support, a support at 140.394. As you can see, if the market, guys, is gonna make a pullback upon the pressure from that level of a resistance, it might make a pullback, and first of all, it will be retesting the broken level of a resistance right here exactly at 140.394. And by looking at the left also, we're having here a very strong key support level. So most likely the USDJPY is going to be respecting that level after it falls for another 52 pips. I believe that's going to be the best time to start buying the USDJPY again. And if we do that, our take profit level will be placed just right there at the peak of the resistance, exactly at 142.296. So let me just zoom in again. That means that our take profit level will be about 184 pips profit from the signal. And by the way, that's really like nothing to the USDJPY, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging lower than the lowest level of a support at 139.358. That means our safe zone, that's actually quite a lot. Wait a minute. Let me just make sure that my analysis here makes sense. So therefore, I'm going to use the support trend line and apply it right there. Exactly. I'm just highlighting the real level of a support trend lines. That being said, exactly. Yes. Fantastic. Yes. That's going to be more convenient safe zone. So the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 72 pips against one. Actually, even the take profit level is much higher than I needed. Let me just make sure that we actually have more realistic take profit level, guys. Let me just I need to zoom into that level of a previous once. I lost it. Wait a minute. Back to the daily chart. Okay, that is the real level of a resistance. Exactly. If we look at the daily chart right now, this was, of course, the real level of a resistance, and right here we had the fake breakout. So that's going to be our take profit level. Fantastic. All right, now it's more convenient to me. So our safe zone, my friends, will be ranging for about 72 pips against 125 pips of profit. Moving now to the USDCHF, which is gonna remain just the same because this was indeed the real level of the support, and seems like the USDCHF is being respected. We had here number 1 and number 2 fake breakouts. Therefore, if the USDCHF is gonna make any pullbacks upon the pressure of the previous support, I believe it's going to reverse again and reverse again at our entry, the original entry right here at the key support level. Therefore, USDCHF signal remains the same. And let's now move to the gold. Alright, so of course, clearly we can no longer buy the gold. Let's move to the weekly chart. Now the weekly chart shows us right here a very strong bearish movement, and most likely the gold will actually make the bearish breakout from that long-term support at 1935.74. So therefore, my friends, I highly recommend everyone to start considering selling the gold at the moment. Moving to the daily chart, we can notice also that the gold has made an actual bearish breakout from that support trend line right here, as we can see, and already has retested that level. Move to the 4-hour time frame right now, and as we can see, the retest has already occurred, and the gold fell for about 120 pips after retesting that level. So meaning we have indeed considered selling the gold at a certain level. Now the question is where? So back to the daily chart. As you can see, what I'm going to do right here is simply draw a resistance trend line like that, and we have to confirm that the market has indeed respected that level of a resistance trend line multiple times. Check this out. Even right here, we can see the market respected that level of a resistance trend line to become a new support trend line. Even right here, that level of a support trend line has been respected, and if I scroll to the left, as we can see right here exactly, we can notice that the market has always been respecting that level. That's the reason this is called the magic of trend lines. So now moving back to the 4-hour time frame, what I'm going to do right here is simply draw a placing the same line right here, and check this out. This is, guys, the magic of trend lines. Check this out. Right here, we can notice that the market has always been respecting that level of a resistance trend line. It became also a support trend line for multiple times. Then finally we have here the resistance trend line. Then we had, of course, a fake breakout as a support trend line multiple times. Now, if the gold is gonna make any pullbacks upon the pressure from the current support at 1922.86, I'm not able to see the numbers. Yeah, 1932.86 is gonna, of course, continue the rise to reach the same level of a resistance trend line, and most likely it's gonna be respected as well. That's my way of analyzing the market, and then that's the way I see how the market moves. And if we look carefully right here, guys, also it was, of course, the nearest strong key support level to our entry, exactly right there at 1943.32. Now I want to scroll to the left side again to confirm that there was indeed a very strong real level of a resistance on the same price. Check this out. Right here we had a real level of the resistance, as I have mentioned earlier, and trust me, please, I swear I did not check this before recording. So it was indeed being respected right here. If I keep scrolling to the left side, check this out. That level of a resistance has indeed been respected repeatedly. Therefore, I highly advise to sell the gold exactly at that level, and the take profit level, back now to the daily chart, the take profit level is most likely now gonna be right here, the lowest level of a support at 1897.53, and the safe zone will be ranging till the peak of the resistance right here at 1970.96. That means that our safe zone, okay, wait, that's sorry, I forgot I'm on the daily chart. Yeah, the safe zone, yes, shouldn't be ranging higher than this level of a resistance at 1959.29 for about 160 pips. Meanwhile, our take profit level is gonna be actually not that much, because again, we are right now back to the 4-hour time frame, exactly right there, the nearest strong key support level right here at 1913.38. That being said, the take profit level, my friends, will be about I would say 200, almost 300 pips against 160 pips of a safe zone. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the dollar and the gold for the remaining days of this week. But again, guys, I really wish that everybody in my channel is really a professional trader, and for that reason, I'm reminding you that today we are having the core retail sales news for the USD pairs. These news actually might change the entire signals which I have sent here. Let me just tell you, I'm actually expecting it to be the same. The direction is not going to be changed, but this news is going to make an impact. For example, the gold might actually make a spike right here and then continue the fall. Same goes to the other signals. They actually might make a spike, that goes against our direction in the safe zone before finally goes back inside, going in the right direction. Because core retail sales usually make an impact, but is not actually have the ability to change the direction of the market, such as the federal meetings or the interest rates changes. Anyway, guys, of course, I'm gonna send more reminders about this news on the free group of Telegram. Highly advising everyone to join that group, because it's a free, you don't have to pay anything at all, and it's for your own benefits. I highly recommend you guys to trade with the Xtreme Trader team instead of being alone. So join this group to be part of the team. So until then, I hope that is informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.